And we're off. So, guys, it is Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. This is Habit, Skills, and Attitude. Brian's already introduced himself, and Kyle's went over some good news for his organization. Today's topic is going to be, well, a little bit of habit, skills, and attitude. And that's simply next week is a very big week for us, and that is Trainmore 4, which is Presidential Performance Week. And guys, get ready. And what we're going to cover today is all preparing for that, how to have big weeks. And I'm going to share some nuggets, some cool takeaways. And one I'm going to mention is the P1F site. And this is actually a recording I'm going to play from the Protect One Family site. And if you simply go to Agent Resources, which if you're within your first week, within your first year, Agent Resources is your new best friend. All of us should be flirting with that website every single day, multiple times a day, because these nuggets that they're dropping, they have everything to do with our business. So why not learn it sooner than later? I'm going to attempt to play this. And guys, if it does not come through, somebody quickly say, "Hey, Zach, that sounds terrible." And I will turn it off and I'll just go over my notes. But guys, at the bottom of Agent Resources, you'll go to the continual audio trainings and look up Trainmores. Obviously, there's sections for week 1, week 2, week 3, stages of a career. But this one is solely for Trainmores. And if you go to the very bottom, you'll see Miss Kia Alcama, who is in, I know she was in Colorado, but I think she's in Texas now. She's married to Rob Alcama, and she's been in the game for a long time and is very skillful. But just understands how the business works. And her topic is having a record-breaking Trainmore wherever you go. And so, Kyle, let me know if this goes through okay.
Hi, this is Kia Chandler from Denver, Colorado, and I'm going to be talking to you about how to have a record-breaking Trainmore week no matter where you are. There's a few things that you need to do. The number one thing is making a commitment to yourself. You just need to make up your mind that you'll be having a record-breaking Trainmore. And the
Sounds great.
Commitment is setting up a schedule for your week and each day of that week. The first thing you need to do is plan on arriving on Sunday night of the Trainmore and commit to staying until Saturday. You need to decide when you're going to drive home that Saturday before the week ever even starts. It's a lot easier to have a record-breaking Trainmore when you let the amount of days working control how big your week is. If you're hitting your goal by Thursday, it's a lot harder to keep going if you're not committed until working through Saturday. Or on the other side, if you're short of your goal on Thursday, it's a lot easier to throw in the towel when you're not committed to staying the whole week. So in order to have a record-breaking Trainmore, you need to commit to your schedule and the amount of days you'll be working that Trainmore week. With that, you really need to look at the opportunity you have in the new week in order to have a record-breaking Trainmore. You need to view it with a very abundant attitude. If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. So on a Trainmore, you just need to make the extra effort in order to get the extra production. That means you need to do more demos, work more hours, and that will get you more production. Just make a plan to start a little earlier each day and work a little later each day of the week. And the opportunity and the abundancy attitude you need to have is if there's 3,000 or 5,000 people in the town that you're working, you really only need to sell 20, 30, maybe 60 families in order to have a record-breaking Trainmore week. So just know that even when you see a no, the abundancy of there's so many people in this town, there only really needs to be 20 or 30 or 50 families that say yes to have a record-breaking Trainmore week. With that comes believing in yourself and just having a belief that it's no big deal to have a record-breaking week. Don't let your production determine your attitude on a daily basis. If you're committed to your plan and you follow through with that plan of your schedule, how many hours you're going to work each day, how many calls you're going to do, and how many demos, you will have a record-breaking week. You can't control when the big days come, or in that, you can't even control when the big houses come. You can easily have a record-breaking Trainmore week in one house. All you need is to find that one house, and that'll help you break through and you hit your belief belief barriers of having a record-breaking week. You need to expect that it's going to happen. When you're committed to working the numbers, it should just be easy. You don't want to overthink it. You want to have that I'm supposed to be here attitude, and I'm supposed to be having a record-breaking week. Every time that you knock on a door, you want to say to yourself, I'm supposed to be here. Every time you're signing up an application, don't doubt whether or not they're completely sold. Just believe that you're supposed to be here and you're supposed to be signing them up. With that, you need to be very urgent about who you're talking to. You need to constantly tell yourself all day long during this week, who can I see right now? It's my job to see at least 50 families in Nashville or whatever town you're working. And what you want to say to a family is, why don't I just give you the abbreviated version so I can get you crossed off? If you like it, it's great. And if not, it's no big deal. But I need to see at least 50 families this week. I'm only here till Saturday. In that, you want to make sure that you use names to help you get that urgency through. You want to use names in your pre-approach. So you want to talk about who you've already talked to and who you're planning on seeing. This will help you get in more doors. You want to use names in your intro. Families that you've talked to in the area that have seen the impact of cancer, accidents, and heart attacks. You want to use names in your demonstrations. This will help you get across your third-party selling. You want to use names in your closing. You want people to believe that other people are signing up for this. Anywhere that you can use them, you want to use names. And you also want to share names with all the people in your group there on the Trainmore. So in conclusion, the things that you need to do in order to have a record-breaking Trainmore week, no matter where you are, is number one, you need to commit. You need to make up your mind and set a schedule and just commit that it's going to be a record-breaking week for you. Number two is you need to look at all the opportunity that you have. It's a brand new place and there's so many people to see that it's your chance to do a little bit extra to get a little bit extra. You need to believe it's going to happen. You need to expect that by working the numbers, it's not going to be that big of a deal. You need to be urgent in who you see and you need to use names. And lastly, you just need to get excited about having a record-breaking week.
Drop the mic. Everybody still with me?
Yes, sir. That's awesome.
Yep.
What are some quick takeaways?
You need to go in having the mindset that you're going to do it. You need to make the commitment to yourself, and you need to plan your week ahead.
Committing to the numbers, not just demos, but like actual contacts and people that you're, the amount of families you're planning to see.
Bingo. Thanks, Casey. Thanks, Ryan.
Zach, I heard from the get-go right there.
60 clients you can have in a week. That got me excited.
Yep.
Thanks, Pat.
Zach, I think, given the fact that on the majority of Trainmores, the majority of us do our Trainmores from home, is you got to be extra committed to getting started a little bit earlier and working later and doing some evening appointments and getting outside of your B2B comfort zone and making some residential calls in the evening with those yes cards that you've got, and committing on ahead of time, like this week, like now that you're working next Saturday. This is not something that we do every week, but there's two massive Trainmores a year, PPW and Founders Week, that everybody does it. So, and it's tougher to do it when you got to be a little more mature when you're doing it from home, because if you're on a Trainmore physically there, everybody's doing it. So you just do what everybody's doing. When you're at home, you got all the distractions of home. So making the decision ahead of time, not making the decision on Saturday morning when you wake up if you feel like going to work or not.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Van. Absolutely correct. So guys, we used to travel P1F, and I think we're getting back to that. I know Todd has plans next week, and I think Raleigh's going to join us as well. And the more we do it, I think eventually we're going to have 15, 20, maybe 30 people in a hotel here shortly, and just kind of knocking the dust off the old Trainmore booklets and getting after it. Guys, it's really unique. Brian and I were speaking the other day. We're thankful that we came into the business doing Trainmores because it was a very focused week and we got a lot better, a lot quicker. And the camaraderie, just the silly stories of Trainmore, because every person you run into is different. And it just makes for really cool memories and breaking boundaries and busting through barriers that we kind of have on ourselves. So, guys, I want to mention one thing. Right north of that audio training I just played of Kia Alchema, there is Miss Mandy, I think it's Hillwig. I would ask you guys to do some homework and listen to that one as well. It's a short one, Stories in Belief, keeping Trainmore momentum at home. All right, just what Van was saying. She explains how to get the results that you want, that you typically get from traveling for Trainmores, and how to do them at home. And very similar algorithms. And guys, is simply become a student of your turf. All right, marrying that turf, writing down, even if it is your home territory already, you should know who the mayor, the police chief, the principals of all the schools, the mascots, the industries, you know, the power names, the Johnsons, the Tatums, you know, because guys, all that makes you feel familiar in your turf. And the more familiar you feel, the more confident you feel. And that comes off to your prospects. So real quick, Kia Alchemist, she said, fill up your schedule. Okay, guys, please buy a at a glance. I was very hard-headed about this for years, and Van always had one. And as he always says, get things out of your head onto paper. And that is very important. And the more you can fill up that at a glance for the week, wow, it just, you have a lot of things to look forward to. And the whole idea is just check off the things that you have on your calendar, and you'll be shocked at the amount of results you'll have from that, how much momentum you'll gather from that. Guys, if anything, go to the success manual, okay? On page 25 and 26, we actually have a little example of a weekly layout, all right, and how to, you know, work on your time management. Time management in this industry is everything. Guys, we're not clock punchers, okay? We're 1099ers now. We work for ourselves, okay? Engage Financial employees Zach Tolbert. I work for Engage, all right? And I have to show up for Engage, all right? That's who I respond to and work for. The abundant mentality. Guys, there's people all around us. We have to go see them. There's a lot of cool people. The news might tell you different, but there's a lot of cool people out there. Let's just go find them. To break your barriers, it's no big deal. You can make big changes in your life. You can make big changes in yourself. You don't have to make a big deal about it. I think I heard Barry Bendera say that one time. You know, there's a lot of shifts that you can make in your life. You don't have to make a big deal about it. When you see your kids do something great, you know, pat them on the back. Hey, I'm not shocked. We don't have to make a big deal about it. This is in the end. Guys, if you write 10,000 on Thursday, guess what? Van's going to say, hey, that's awesome. 15,000. So yeah, congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, but break through another barrier. There's a lot that we can do, and we're just scratching the surface of it. Be urgent, okay? We get one chance to show this to folks. Next, all right? Hey, let me cross you off real quick. Get excited. Guys, if you ever ridden with Kyle, I think he says it all the time. Hey, everybody's been getting this. You know what everybody loves about this? You have to get people excited, okay, about what we do. And what we do is exciting because one day you are going to have a claim. Whether, again, with this in your first 3 months, first 3 years, you're going to have claims come through. And the love that you're going to get from those folks, because you took the time to prepare your mind and hit the field, and you simply introduce yourself and help them solve the problem. Man, that is a very, very rewarding feeling. Not something you feel every day, but it's going to happen the longer you are here. Guys, to wrap up, just some things that I've taken in the past, notes from other, you know, either Van or other coaches. When thinking about time management, okay, intentional rest is good. Unintentional rest is quitting. All right, I'll say that again. Intentional rest is good. Unintentional rest is quitting. So guys, again, we have to manage ourselves. We have to learn when to, you know, put the foot down, when to, you know, pedal to the metal, and when to kind of pull back. All right, we're not robots. We're not just, hey, we wake up and go to work for 12 to 14 hours a day. No, that's why we use the demo goal cards. Figure out when it's time to get after it, when it's time to take a breath. Okay. Execute your schedule. All right. We plan emotionally, we execute rationally. All right. What gets on our schedule gets done, and our schedule is our lifeline. Always. Again, first week, first year, our schedule is our lifeline. All right. Value your schedule. Okay. Value your rest. Value your time. Guys, if you don't value your own personal time, you can't expect somebody else to value it. Okay. You're buying atmosphere. You are letting them know, hey, I'm busy. I see a lot of people every week. Do me a favor. When I'm done, if this makes sense, okay, you find it affordable, come on board. If not, please tell me no. Guys, if you can speak it with confidence, with proper body language, shoulders back, head high, they're going to go, oh, this guy, this girl is for real. Let me not waste their time. All right. And you have to be okay with no. All right. Busy does not mean you're successful. It just means you're busy. Okay. Focus on the things that matter. All right. Focus is one of the most powerful resources for salesmen. Guys, I am not a good, I don't focus well. I have moments of just complete, squirrel, rabbit holes. I can do that. All right. But then when it is time to focus, that is our job. They deserve our focus. All right. Our prospects deserve our focus. That business, our families deserve our focus. So guys, get very, very intentional with what gets your focus. What gets your attention gets your affection. The more effective you are with your time, the more people you will see. The more people you see, the more sales you will have. All right. The more intentional you are, the more impact. Guys, with what we do, we can impact people, a lot of people, in a small amount of time, whether it be today, whether it be this week, whether it be this quarter. All right. There's a lot of people that we can impact. All right. And a lot of that starts with preparation, time management. Win the morning. Your first hour of the day should probably be the most intentional hour of the day. Spend time thinking. All right. Play offense, not defense. So put the things on the schedules, put the most important things on the schedule, and then make sure you execute. And I promise you the rest of it will fall into place. The harder you work, the luckier you are going to get. All right. Guys, that's all I have. It is Tuesday. Again, we are less than a week away from PPW. So all the planning, all the, preparation, speaking with your family and children and, getting those things in line and making the best possible schedule you can. And hey, try to have the perfect day. And what would that perfect day be like? Write it down. Okay. Go ahead and start writing your Eagles. So guys, any questions, takeaways?
Zach, I just wanted to say congratulations for your massive week last week. I meant to text you yesterday or give you a call, but I didn't. So I want to say it on here. 14,000, man. It's huge.
Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate the camaraderie, Van. Thanks for the push. Again, starting last week, I had a lot going on, a lot of distractions. And so I Dare You did not have my attention, but come, I think Tuesday night, Wednesday, I was like, okay, let's get uncomfortable. There are certain times when it's convenient for growth and it's time for growth. And last week was just one of those. So it's nothing, I promise you. I'm not the most skillful. I was just a little more hard-headed last week, and I don't know, just stayed at it a little bit longer. So nothing special.
Zach, I'll just I echo that. Congratulations. What I would say is, guys, the something that's going on this week too is the Masters golf tournament. Starts this Thursday and ends on Sunday. And guys, whoever wins the Masters this coming weekend is not going to be the person that just shows up and just plays golf and shoots from the hip. It's going to be the person that's prepared the best over the last, several months. Obviously they've been practicing their whole life, but really being intentional about that. Jordan Spieth won a golf tournament in, I don't know the name of it, but it was in San Antonio this past weekend. And he was absolutely fired up about this little no-name tournament because I think 4 of the last 10 or 12 Masters have been won by somebody that won a tournament the previous one because they had momentum. So, guys, I'm saying all that to say this, that the Trainmore, Presidential Performance Week doesn't start next Monday morning at 8 a.m. It starts now. It's already started. If you haven't started, get started with it now. The preparation, the mental, the decisions to when specifically are you going to go, is this going to finally be the week where you go get a demo before the conference call? Is this, each day, is this going to be the time when you actually do go out and you go ahead and book some appointments for Monday and Tuesday evening after 5:30 to ensure that you're out there and see what that feels like to make an extra sale or protect an extra family or two after 5:30 or 6 p.m. That preparation starts right now. And I would just challenge you guys. You don't just show up and make things happen. People that have these record-breaking weeks and you see these massive numbers, next week you'll see them. You'll see them starting on Monday. You'll see someone write an eagle on Monday. You'll see somebody write 20,000 probably on Monday. And that didn't happen because they just went out to cold call Monday. It happened because of the preparation they've been putting in for weeks and what they put in this week too. So just challenge you guys, go ahead and start prepping. And one of the best ways to have a big Trainmore is to have a big week leading into the Trainmore, building momentum. So let's, one thing I heard, I'll finish on this note. Brian did his good news first, and everybody that he was listing off had 5 demos. And I don't think many of those people had sales. Kyle did his good news right after that, and it was 6 demos, 7 demos and a sale, 8 demos and 2 sales. It was doing that one more. And I want to challenge everybody. If you did 5 yesterday, do 6 or 7 today. Don't stop. And that kind of mentality, you're creating habits that'll help you have a massive Trainmore and help you take your business to a new level following the Trainmore and bring that Trainmore mentality into the weeks following. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you. Guys, have a blessed day, a blessed week. And let's get after it. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Bye, guys.